space and time, with time amiss, might induce thoughts which could chill the bravest of the brave to the bone. If the mind weren't ready to blunt the sharpness of a palpitating heart, heaven defend us. If destiny's deep design wouldn't give reason to the burden of a bloody deed, we would have already been eternally damned, and our own intentions would desert us. Come, shall we surrender to the wise thoughts which precede the action, and in doing so instigate a necessary violence? A violence which finds renewed impetus and vigor instead of being fatally supplanted. This new instrument of evil, the mind, will be ready for the most brutal of crimes, only if it has reached and found the necessary inspirations in its nature. Persecution will take the semblance of an unavoidable path to follow, an indigested dinner. Death itself will hold the terrifying mantle of darkness over its shoulders. Pray, what is the clock?
2 touches before the cock gives salutation to the morn, sir, as long as it takes for the billowing ball of flame to fulfill its eternal path across the heavens.
'Tis a night with no slow slumber, Gaillard. The mind seems to drift, and like a hound, our spirit seems forced to respond to the call of the moon. It is from its false light that we oft take heed to its wrong counsel, though sometimes, with time, this bad conscience looming over our heads becomes beneficial, and our soul finds the balance of peace with this deceiving object. Gaillard, face with 1,000 faces, thou speak'st with riddles. Be plain, speak suddenly, be brief. That tongue of thine resembleth a knife's edge. Must I really, sir? Is it a command? It's an order. Open books could never be clearer mentors, and your visage, sir, is a book whose clear pages dissimulate the contour of the plot, as if an uncertain handwriting willingly conceals the meaning, yet cannot fully manage to hide the whole picture. You persist. I can but sense the echo of your thoughts. Take heed. The ambiguity of your words would lead thee to an opposing destiny. This may condemn thee, the path to the perilous clutch of death. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run, like a roaming soul which is forced to pass away through the black gate of perpetual night. Our juvenile monarch is gifted, skilled, and nature hath awarded him with a mature temperament. But the question we are all posing ourselves, is he the site monarch for this nation? A tottering crown placed on the crest of one who hasn't yet the strength to bear it is a sad omen, especially if this crown stands alone amongst the sea of enemies, wherein and where out of this vacillating kingdom. The youngling tends to the sugared words of such foes, yet looks not at the poison of their hearts. In doing so, he forsakes us and his kingdom. Do you follow? I follow the meaning, but I can't perceive the hidden face behind the mask. Rifusur, Gillar, and Gollanord are more fatal to the sovereign than our own devilish plots. But he is too young to recognize friend from foe. He is now placing his hand on a nest of serpents. Before the venom of these reaches his innocent heart, we must strike a blow
so fast and skillful that we leave only a corpse for the vipers to feed upon. We must do it now, before anyone else might send his royal majesty to his royal death. This is inevitable. Now, do you comprehend? An open book wouldn't be clearer. Have you understood in full what needs to be done for the good of the nation? Plain is the purpose, veracious are the intentions, vigorous is the spirit. Therefore, give death to he who deserves it. Me, Lord? Why, I can't see anyone in this hall that may be addressed, save me. Who is the best actor to play the role? To who other shall I offer this mission but to my loyal conspirer and assumed death machine? I don't know. Were ye not Charon? And did you not lead Sealand and the Lispret barons to their graves? But a king is made of mortal flesh. We cannot have all hell at our side, but we only need one triumphant imp, the thrust, the blade of judgment in the young king. Come close, hearken, listen attentively. I listen, my lord. After the reunion of the peers tomorrow, trace the king's steps into his room. Sink the knife, and let the blood flow. Do not await his slow eternal slumber, and cry out, treason, horror, to arms! Before that, though you will leave a trace of blood drawn on the floor towards the window, make it seem like the assassin had left immediately, and all is done. Understood? Clear as a crystal, I go, as swift as the wind, but as lethal as tempest.